Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon TV. We are here in Berlin, Germany at the Goldwell KMS Academy in the Mitte section, the coolest section of Berlin. Very cool. And I'm here with my buddy, Daniel Rubin of
Trio Salon Chicago and Goldwell Cow USA.
Oh, isn't that a nice little title? We were talking about that earlier. How one of the magical things from winning Color Zoom is becoming part of the team. So he won the partner category of the Color Zoom Challenge in 2016, and one of the magical prizes is coming to this workshop here where you're learning about new techniques and then also preparing for the next collection. But we had a very interesting conversation about finding a model, that one of the challenges for anyone entering a competition is finding a great model, and you have a very clever way of finding models, so tell us.
All right. Well, I do think you need to be innovative and strategic, and I think you always have to make sure that you're following your inspiration and following the vision that you have creatively. So that, first and foremost, is very important. That being said, when you're looking for a model, I think it's great to find girls who have had not a lot of chemical wear to their hair. And by that I mean the least amount of processes done to their hair so that you can implement the most creative vision that you have for your look. That being said, I do have what has worked for me is finding girls at beauty schools. And beauty schools are great because when you walk into the classroom, the girls are already inspired by the industry. They want to be a part of something. And when I walked in, I was fortunate enough to show them my portfolio and then get their feedback as to, do you want to do something extreme with your hair, or are you looking for a subtle change? And most of them were open-minded and willing to really go for it.
And it's a great prize. I mean, one of the things that if she becomes your model, she got to go to Stockholm.
Yeah, and for me, it was every time that I've actually finaled in Color Zoom, all of my models came from the same beauty school. And so they all knew that, you know, I had done it once in London, then I had done it again in Berlin, and then this year I, you know, got the girl who came with me to Stockholm who carried the vision and took me to the global win.
So how do you do this? I mean, are you kind of creepy and stalking around the outside of a beauty school, or how do you actually do it?
Well, I think that's how it all started, but no, I try to make a relationship. So if I'm going into an establishment or a place of business, I want to make a relationship with that business. So I go in and I talk to management and ask them, is it appropriate or okay for me to come in and view your students? And most of the time, they have no problem doing that at all. I would say on the street, when I'm tapping girls on the back of their shoulder, that may be the more creepy aspect, but a lot of the times people will say, either I have the time for you today or not, you know. You know, the thing that I get out of it is the worst answer they could say is no. The best answer they could say is yes. So there really is no scare factor in me doing any of it.
You said something very interesting, that you really have to get them in the beginning of their beauty school career, because why? What happens by the end?
Well, I've said to you this before, Maggie, their hair is cashed.
I just love that expression.
Yeah, I mean, meaning that the hair has been multiply processed. They've got introduced to texture and bleach, and they're finally, you know, finding their inner creative, colorful soul, and we all know what that looks like in beauty school.
All right, so there's your tip of the day, to go to beauty schools to get your go to the beauty school you went to, and they're going to be more willing to.
Yeah, I think if you're an alumni of a beauty school, you have an automatic in. But the one that I went to, I never actually went to school there, but I was able to build a relationship with them, and they trusted me, and through that trust, they allowed me to come in there multiple times.
Such a great tip. And thank you for giving us this time. I know you're busy in the workshop, and it's been a very intense few days here for Daniel and the other winners. So thank you for giving us this time, and have a great workshop here in Berlin.
Thanks, Maggie, for the opportunity.
Right.
Bye.